There's a couple of times. Can't see ya.
These trees are just absolutely cool. Look at that. It looks like rings all the way around it. All the way up. Massive. This is just like one big vine, but they're all over the place. Look at the size of it. Trying to find light and shelter, or light and some water, which is plenty of today. Look at this. So, you're telling us that you used to jump from here?
Yeah, I'm talking about 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah, you jump straight into the ground off.
Wow. I think that the water wasn't running as bad, was
No,
it?
no way.
No way.
So basically, it's made its way through the rock face here.
Yeah.
And it's made a cave now. And then it comes out the other end.
And then when the water wasn't running as bad, you would jump in and...
Yeah, it's still deep enough.
Oh.
There's always water, but...
Look at that, is that beautiful?
You can see it's very muddy.
Yeah. Look at that, man.
Woohoo!
Yeah. What a beautiful spot.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was having an hour and oh, should we stop and show you the area? But
So what's this called again?
the Natural Arch.
Natural Arch and Springbok National Park.
Yeah.
So this is the drop-in point you said you used to jump into like 20 years ago.
Yeah. But look at the tunnel water. The waterfall is normally over to the left and further into the cave. But because of the amount of water, it's pushing out further. So we'd set up our towers over there, and then jump in the water and swim underneath the water, and then swim over onto all the rocks here, and then put a stop to it. So this is cave at night time.
So the roof at night, so the roof, yeah. So now you can see what's called the National Arch. Start on the right hand side, follow it over, and you see the whole arch. It's a National Arch of Trade. It's a blue hole and waterfalls up in the middle. These rocks are slippery.
Okay, so what you're going to do is wash yourself with the water.
Do it again, I messed up.
Ah, beautiful.
Fresh.
Yeah. Do it a couple of times. Can't see ya.
That's fresh.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That is fresh.
So normally this is clear as, and the water would normally be only up to probably that rock there.
Yeah.
And there's beautiful little rock pools that you just sit in.
Yeah. So you sit in here with your SK, a couple of beers.
Yep.
After you've done the Good to Go pub tour.
Yeah.
During the Good to Go pub tour. Clay washing over the road like that.
Shit, now I'm going to have to wash the bus.
blues rocked by two stringers, and the band played won't seem to tune us as we start to bury this alive. The Tex-Berry dance, and we buried ours, and we started all over again. Lord, we had heroes in 1973. I've been sad, sitting in harbor, so over that I couldn't kiss it.
This is about 60 gallons get you in like back time or country time. Not a lot. Yeah. As long as the bedding's clean, we're happy. It's okay. Not a bad morning actually. So yesterday was Anzac Day, so with all the celebrations and the pubs and stuff all around the place. So this morning it's like a ghost town. There's one of the biggest trees we've ever seen. You can't get the grasp of it in the film here. But yeah, so we're just going to head for some breakfast, have some coffee, and then we're going to check out the rail trail to see what it's like. Just due to the weather, because it was so bad. You've seen some of the footage. So we'll check that out and see if we can do that. If not, with his vast experience, he'll come up with some other plan.
Tours.
Right then, legends, good morning. Just went to Mackie D's, had some breakfast after they left the hotel. So what we're going to do this morning is have a go at the Northern Rivers Rail Trail. Now, if you've seen the footage last night, the weather's been really, really bad. So what we're going to do is just try and squeeze in what we can of this. So what this is, it runs all the way from Casino, where we are at the minute, all the way to Marwoolamba. The thing what we're going to try and do is, the idea was originally to get 60k in, so like 30k out back, or 100 depending on the weather, but we'll see, and then we'll bring you along for the ride. So just before we start off the trail, you can see the old railway carriages that they have. There's a proper old country town. This runs all the way into like Sydney and stuff like that. You can see the old railway carriage, and that's the old train station from over 100 odd years ago. Some spot, and now this whole rail line is just a riding trail or walking trail, whatever way you want to do it. But looking forward to it. Let's see what it brings.
The old pedal there.
Yeah.
It's so original. I reckon they make good photos.
The long straight road ahead. And amongst the trees. You can just imagine the old railway cutting through here. The old steam train pulling all the stuff through. All the way down to Sydney, is that right?
No, this went to the Gold Coast.
All the way to the Gold Coast? All the way to the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
that's just coming through Casino again.
Where?
Where we headed to, Al, now?
Well, we're going to stop and have a coffee.
Gonna have a coffee.
Yeah. And then heading to a little place called Korakai.
Korakai?
Yeah, it's on the Richmond River.
Right, let's give that a shot. Let's get a coffee first, and then we'll take it from there.
Yep.
So Al's taking us in here to show some murals that have been done. So let's go and have a look. Tea tree, like tea tree oil, lots of, see it all on the side here. Big farming community out here for tea tree. We're heading towards a wee place where it has the oldest pub in New South Wales. We're just coming into a wee place called Korakai. I called it Karaki, but Al was telling me that's indigenous, and it's the, what is it? The meeting of the two.
The meeting of the two rivers.
So they're joining the two rivers down here. This place floods.
It's just down
here.
Richmond River.
There you go, Richmond River there.
Very brown.
Yeah. There's been so much rain over the last 2 days, like just crazy amounts of rain, and you can see the sky still grey as well in bits, but yeah, there you go, another wee town, Korakai.
And look at the beautiful police station here on the right. An old brick.
Look
police,
at that.
Look at that.
Old colonial type thing.
Yeah, isn't it?
Look at that.
Very English. And that's the meeting of the two rivers.
That's the meeting of the two rivers.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Wilson and the Richmond.
Wilson River and the Richmond River.
Ourselves in the
Yeah. It's good getting out and about and seeing all these wee sort of country towns that you wouldn't normally get a chance to go to. You wouldn't probably even go to, but just getting through them and seeing everything.
See, they've had big rains again too.
Yeah, the
not
rains,
long ago.
trees down and that.
Look at this beautiful old building, Scotty. Look at that. 1911.
You just imagine them coming here years ago and building all these old country towns. Look at this. Look.
Club Hotel.
See it?
It's closed. Look at the angle of the door. See the doors?
They're all wonky.
Yeah, from the floods.
And look at all the rivers. You can see where it does flood quite easily around here.
They used to get a really good gold, and then they banned it because it turns out it has cancer, but it looked amazing.
And is it just sponge?
Yeah.
Or mud?
So this here is apparently the oldest pub in New South Wales, in Korakai. Al was in there, so we're in that baker shop. Al started working in the baker shop there, helping them unload bread and stuff. So I'm taking a wee walk around. This Al's bakery, is it? I'm in the right place. To be fair, the sausage rolls are awesome. So we're just waiting on Al finish doing his, I don't know, free shift by the looks of it, in the bakery. I'm happy and content to sit here by the river eating a sausage roll. I was out on a tour with a guy called Al. We walked past the bakery, and the next thing the owner or whoever's working there, the next thing is like he's working in the bakery. Oh, look at that! Right, there's no complaints that he's working in the bakery here at the minute. And a coffee, look at that.
Cheers!
Cheers! rain is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pumping down the rain the last 2 or 3 days. There's lots of rain. This is the town of Lismore. We've been to casino, we're in Carakai. This is now Lismore. So Lismore, literally the whole, as Al's telling me, this whole town was underwater.
Yeah, underwater.
The whole thing was underwater. And many years ago, that wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, only probably 4 years
4 years ago. And this whole town was underwater.
Yeah.
And to look at it, it is unbelievable how high that water must have been.
Another hotel
Yes.
on the right, closed down.
Closed down. Crazy. Just shows you like Mother Nature, what it can do. Unbelievable. But let's keep going on, see where we end up next.
Open air cathedral.
Yeah, look at this.
How do you like this? It's a shame you can't see the view, but
Yeah, open air cathedral.
yeah, and the cemetery's just
Yeah.
there.
You can see how grey it is out there.
Yeah.
Like the rain has really been coming down. We're lucky we didn't stay on that trail this morning because we've been absolutely drenched. As much as I enjoy riding my bike, sometimes you just don't want to be soaked all the way through for 2 or 3 hours. Not enjoyable. This is really nice, look at this. It's been so wet over the last couple of days. Crazy amount of rain. I did say 8 mil today, but already it seems like there's been a lot more. It's like 34 mil yesterday. So yeah, we'll get back in the van, we'll head on. So we're in a place called Clunes Village. And Al says there's like a wee bookstore somewhere because there's both like reading, so just gonna have a wee look and see if this bookstore's open in Clunes Village. Uncle Peter's Books. There it is. Have a look at this. This is a pretty quaint bookstore. Look at this. It's like a little house. It's been converted. And they've got a lot of books. Really old ones. 1919, 1915. That's not the real Mona Lisa.
Yeah, Bangalow.
Yeah,
So it's-
Bangalow.
Yeah, so it's about 20 minutes west of Byron Bay. As you can see, some beautiful old, you know, it's like you're driving into a town from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, with the balconies. And the old, you know, beautiful old post office.
Yeah.
And nearly, that's it, 24 hours.
24 hours to the minute nearly. We're back where we started. Now,
Yeah.
can you give us a list of the towns we revisited? Because I can't remember pronounce the names of them all. So we started with
The Natural Arch,
Natural Arts,
Beachmont Hotel,
Beachmont Hotel,
Chillingham
Chillington.
General Store,
That's right.
and then we went over to Telgum
Yep,
Hotel and listened to Jason play a couple of songs
that's right.
and tunes. And from Telgum we went through Yukai,
UK, that's right.
and then over the valley into
Then over the valley into Kayaki.
Kyogle.
Kyogle.
Yeah, Kyogle. And then that took us into Casino.
Yeah.
And overnight we left this morning and
And we
ended.
stayed in that 5-star.
Yes, yeah, the 5-star. Yeah. And then we ended up in Kurakai.
Curaçao.
And from there we went through Lismore,
and then up to Clunes to the bookstore.
Yes, that was nice.
Yeah, and the open air cathedral.
Yeah,
And then from Clunes we hit the freeway.
that was it.
That was it.
And that's where we are, back at the start, ready to unpack.
Yeah.
Well, awesome 24 hours, really has been absolutely brilliant. So we'll go now, get packed up, and legends, we'll see you in a bit on OOTNABOOT.